Here we are again. It's been a long time I haven't done this, so hello again, Jambo, Salam Alaikum, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal, and we're going to add one more greeting today. We're going to say ciao from Italy because I have family visiting me from Italy, and let's focus in on this beautiful apron they brought me. It's all the different pastas that you can get in Italy. So we're going to add the greeting for that, and today we are going to make an African dish. It's a coconut corn dish, and actually it was requested from a friend. She said, oh, when are you going to do a video of your coconut corn? So we have already done a video of our chicken, but this will be a little bit different. So what we have here is, if you can bring it in, we've got fresh corn. This is not our chilliwack corn as yet, but that will come. This is basically just corn from the States, but it's still fresh, and we try and cut them as small as you can, and you'll see why later. We've got obviously the coconut milk here. There's so many coconut milks out there and such a big variety. So just to focus on the one that we really like is this one. It's nice, it's thick, the consistency is perfect, but you know what? You can always use another one, it's not a problem. There's always cilantro for garnish. Here we have turmeric, salt, cumin and coriander. This is chili and lemon. And this is garlic and ginger. And just for a bit of fun, I have some fresh garlic from the garden, which is coming through now. We planted it back in November. A friend of mine suggested it to me. I've never done this, and I have really been enjoying it because I've been using the greens in different kinds of things. We even make naan bread and put chopped fresh green garlic. So we're going to start this by basically, we've got a pot there ready to go, and we'll take it step by step. So let's come back. So hello again, here we are. All I've done while you've been away is chop that garlic that I showed you from the garden. Chop the cilantro to have it ready. And honestly, that's all we need to do. This is the simplest thing you'll ever make. So here we have our coconut milk. And now remember the one thing with coconut milk, don't turn the heat up too high. So we're just going to bring it up on high, so to show you we've turned it on. And basically, it's ready to go right away. So I'm just going to turn it right down literally to around 3. And then we're going to tip the tin milk that we have in here. And if you use, like I said, the ROD or whatever the name is, it basically is the green tin. Then you don't need to add anything. But say hypothetically you don't get that tin and you get one that's a bit runnier, it's not a problem. What you can do then is use a little bit of chickpea flour, make a little bit of a paste of it, make sure it's cold. The paste is cold, and whisk it into your coconut milk before you heat it up. And that will kind of help you thicken it up and give it a nice flavor, okay? So here we have our coconut milk just on 3 or 4. And now I'm hoping I can fit all my corn in there. Ideally, you want a shallower and a wide one, but mine is wide and it's difficult for you to see it in video. So I'll show you what I can do here, but at home, try and have it on a more shallow dish, so it's all spread out and each corn is sort of sitting individually without sitting on top of each other. Okay, so there's the salt, and this is the garlic that we chopped up. It's lovely. I can smell it. I wish you could. It's lovely. So there, and then we have I'm going to leave this to last because I'm going to decide the color on that. And this is the cumin and coriander, and of course there'll be a recipe for you at the end. This is garlic and ginger. Besides that fresh one, this is the, pre-chopped one from the Indian store, from Fruticana, or you want to make it yourself. This is chili and cilantro that I have made earlier with a little bit of lemon. So basically you can see how easy it is. Throw everything in. Throw everything in. And now get your little spatula, stir it all up. There's your spices all happening. And you can see there's a nice kind of a, brownie color happening. So just give it a mix. And this is when I'm going to decide how much of the turmeric I put in. I mean, turmeric does add a lot of taste, but if you're not careful, you can make the dish bitter if you get too carried away. Okay, so let's do half, and we'll see. I personally like it to have a nice pale yellow color rather than a very deep saffrony color. So a little bit more. There, that should do it. And again, we'll write that for you, and then when you take it home, the best idea is to adjust it as you feel necessary. So the color is looking lovely. I'm sure you can get that color through in your video. And then it's as simple as this. Of course, before you take it to the next step, I know the spices haven't quite cooked yet, but take a second, take a little bit of this and just, you know, a little dollop on your hand or however you taste things at home. Yeah, it's lovely. The salt is there, the spice is there, so just stop that stirring. And now comes the corn. And that's the end of it, basically. So if you bring it in again, you're going to try and layer the corn. Like I said, my pot's not wide enough. I would like to do it on a shallow, wide one. You see how I'm placing those? You want to place the corn cut side down so it actually cooks. My husband is a Christmas fanatic, so even in the middle of summer we get Christmas tunes. So anyways, going back to the corn, you want to put it face side down. And now watch this. This corn is raw. It's not been cooked. The idea is to let the coconut milk cook the corn. And that's where the flavor comes. Okay, so just place it. You can see what I meant now. I'm trying to push these things aside. But if you had a big shallow dish, you wouldn't need to do that. I might even, after this transfer it, cook it correctly and then just show you how it came. But there you are. So we're going to do this. This is our first step. And then just pick up the pan if it's not too difficult and just sort of gently roll it around. You know, you don't want to start tipping them up and down already, but watch, just tossing it around like that coats everything. And then leave it here, cover it up with the lid, and basically remember now it's only between 2 and 3 and forget about it. So we're going to forget about it for 15 to 20 minutes, come back, and then show you where it's reached at that stage. And then we'll take the time now and flip it, give it another 15 to 20 minutes or whatever it is. We'll put it all down in the recipe for you. And then garnish it with cilantro. And we are going to have this today with paratha, which is Indian flatbread, but done up with layers of, I guess the dough is layered, and how it's layered and what we do. We'll show you in the next video. Today we'll just show you that we're going to eat them with paratha, and then next time we'll put through a paratha video for you to do, and we'll come back and that's when we'll finish it up for you. And I hope you've enjoyed it so far. Welcome back. Here we are. We've been cooking this. We'll put the time and everything exactly for you on the recipe, but come on in and have a look at it. Basically, we haven't done anything different than how we left it with you, just slowly cooking, still on that low heat. And you can see it's all come together into a nice sauce. Now, just to give you an idea, I am making enough for 5 to 6 people today. So I used, I believe, 6 corns. And if you were just making it for yourself at home, 2 corns, the whole tin can comfortably make you for 4 corn. Let's put it that way. And then you can decide. But again, I'll put all that for you in the recipe. So it's lovely. It's looking really nice and thick. You can see the sauce is just enough. And another thing we also do with the sauce, other than those lovely parathas which we've made, and we'll show them to you, and definitely do a video for you the next time, is we have it with rice, especially coconut sauce with rice is delicious. So this is just cilantro that we chopped. You saw it before, and there you go. That's your garnish. You let that cilantro just sit. I'm going to leave a little bit for when I finish the garnish to take a picture to place it for you in the dish. And then with this, it's not so much a garnish right now, but I just wanted to get the flavor. So I'm just going to toss it around again. Leave it maybe for another 15 minutes and it's good to go. And let's show you also our parathas in a minute. And then what we'll do is have them all together on a plate when it comes through again. This is this lovely container that I've talked about quite a bit with that my friend brought for me. And we made about a dozen parathas in here. There we are. Oh, I love this container. Feel the steam. So there you go. You see how they get all lacy? And you know, we call this par. It's like there's layers and layers of them. So they're delicious, piping hot. We're going to enjoy them with the coconut curry, coconut corn curry. And thank you very much for joining me. We'll put a picture of the finished product for you and the parathas, and we'll definitely see you again on Ammijaan's Kitchen for a paratha recipe. So please like and subscribe, and thank you for joining me on Ammijaan's Kitchen. Have a good day.